Yeah. Do you think I'm real? Am I real?
Okay, I feel you are very genuine. I was gonna say like the image that people accept, because I feel like you do not care whether people accept you or not. You're just like, this is me, and if you don't like it, don't watch my content. Move on, move along.
Yeah, I try to own that energy, but sometimes you care, you know? You care about the comments.
Do you get any hate comments?
Yeah, I do actually. I feel like it's quite normal. I feel like everyone gets hate comments. But it's the internet, and if you put yourself out there, I feel like you should be ready for the risk of getting that.
When we first started this podcast in 2020, it was with a dream of speaking to content creators and learning their secrets to success. Now, in 5 seasons, we've since expanded, as has the industry. But this episode, we are taking it back to the grassroots of it all. TikTok. In season 1, it was a new emerging social media platform, and in 2024, it's arguably the most popular, giving us what we could call the stars of this generation. Like, for instance, Chubby. Welcome to the C Word.
Hi, thanks for having me, Kalista.
I love that you literally live your life in front of a camera, but why are you nervous in front of these cameras?
I don't know. It's like, it's just staring into me. I'm trying my best.
Do you feel more comfortable filming yourself compared to if other people are filming you?
Yeah, I feel more comfortable filming myself because it's usually with a front camera and I can see what I look like. But I guess right now I can't really see what my face looks like, and that's making me anxious.
I feel like because you came up with TikTok, right? Like that was your first like big platform, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like all the TikTokers that I speak to, they are very different in a way, because like that's what they are used to. You can just pick up your phone and start talking into the camera. But then when you sit down and talk to like people in a setting like this, it's more nerve-wracking, right?
Yeah, it is. I think because most of us from TikTok started during the pandemic, where everyone was just like in their house filming. So it was like a private space for you to be yourself. But then once the pandemic was over, now everyone's just out here, and it feels very different to be in public.
I feel like the opposite, because like obviously I started with like radio, right? And then it branched out into like Instagram and stuff. Obviously that time TikTok wasn't around. I feel self-conscious talking to the camera by myself.
Really?
Yeah.
But you're always talking.
I don't know. Like if I had to sit here and talk to you, we can talk for hours. I mean, we've done it before.
Yeah.
We never shut up. But like if I have to pick up my phone and like start telling a story, I always feel like, but what am I doing? I'm literally just talking to myself right now. It feels so weird to me.
Really? I guess like I feel like everyone from different platforms have like a different connection with their cameras. You know, with TikTok it feels like therapy. It's like the camera is my best friend. It's just us here in this little space. But with Instagram it might be like a different vibe, you know?
Yeah, I feel like TikTok's a little bit more real. Instagram is a little more curated, like aesthetic, right?
Yeah, it is. But which one do you prefer?
It's hard to say. Sometimes I prefer TikTok, sometimes I prefer Instagram. I feel like when I'm feeling very self-conscious and I don't really have that much to say, like I prefer Instagram because I can take time to like curate a post. But with TikTok, it's more like, oh my god, I just thought of something funny. Let me just film it right now.
It's raw.
Yes.
Yeah.
But let's go backtrack a little bit. For those of you who, for those people who don't know you, could you introduce us? Who is Chubby?
Hi, I'm Chubby and I'm a content creator. I started around 2 years ago from TikTok. That was when a lot of TikTokers started making content like in their rooms during the pandemic, and I've been doing it ever since till now. But I'm actually still a uni student, so I guess it's like my part-time job.
2 years ago? Are you sure? 2 years ago was 2022, you know?
Yeah, I started I guess it officially became my job in 2022, but I started doing it at the end of 2021, like the last lockdown.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't like 2020 when we were literally locked inside.
No,
kind of thing.
But I feel like that era really gave birth to a new generation of creators.
Yeah, it really did. And it's like regardless of age, like there are some like elderly TikTokers that came up, right? They've never
Yeah.
done this kind of thing before, and then suddenly like now they're big stars as well.
Yeah, TikTok is such a different platform. I feel like because of that app, like anyone can tell their story online.
What was the first thing that made you blow up, the kind of content, and what was the kind of content you were doing before you blew up?
Okay, before I blew up, I was trying to do what everyone else was doing. And I think that's like the first thing you shouldn't do if you want to become a creator, is like trying to be like other people. And that was what I was like so desperate to be. I was like, no, if I just replicate what other people are doing, I might like just blow up. But my account got banned, like my first account. And then that's why I started my second account, where I was like, just like, you know what, I'll just do whatever. So I started making POVs, pick me girl POVs. That was the thing back then. Like people love seeing pick me girls. They love seeing like girls like Merajuk or whatever. Yeah, that's what I started with. And now I don't really do POVs because I feel like, you know, the acting POV is kind of over. And now I do more like just like talking videos where I like talk to the camera, or like story times.
You always have a lot of... I just saw your Bali stories.
Okay. We need to censor some of the words in that video. But yes, my Bali video.
So how was, other than that incident, how was Bali?
But Bali was so fun. I love Bali. It was my third time there. And every time I'm there, I just feel like going back again. Have you been there?
I have, but like not for a full trip. Like the first time I went for a friend's bachelorette party, and then the second time I was there for like one night.
Oh my God, but that would be so fun, like a bachelor party there.
Yeah, probably some things I shouldn't say on the podcast, but yeah, it was fun.
It was fun. Okay. Can see out of face.
But you went with a bunch of other creators as well, right?
Yeah, I went with Gajan and John. Yeah,
the gang.
Yeah, they're like my first KOL friends in the industry.
And you guys are still so close.
Yeah, surprisingly, we are still close.
I love surprisingly. I don't know, John, if you're listening to this, I love that every time your name comes up, it's like, surprisingly. Like, John, like, he's annoying, but you know, he's a good friend.
Yeah, I still haven't blocked, but we are very close. Yeah.
Why did you block him?
Oh my God, this story is ridiculous. From my end, actually, I feel like I'm the dumb one in this, but like I don't care. I'm just gonna be petty for the rest of my life. But basically, we argued around 2 years ago.
Okay.
It's been 2 years. This whole thing. It's been 2 years. Okay, 2 years ago, like around Christmas, we argued, and then I blocked him everywhere. And after that, we made up. So I unblocked him and I followed him back, and he followed me back on Instagram, but not on TikTok. And I was very salty about that because I'm like, why are you not following me back on TikTok? But he still commented on my videos. Like he would like watch my videos and stuff and comment, and I would keep commenting under his videos asking when he's gonna follow me back, but he still wouldn't because he was like, why did you even block me in the first place? So after that, I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna block you. If you don't want to follow me back, you don't get to watch my content. Since he keeps commenting, doesn't want to follow back, so I just blocked him. Since then, it's been 2 years. Yeah.
Like, on this subject, right, I'm also kind of salty with some people. I don't want to call them out by name, but why do you meet people outside and then like you're a friend and then like you comment on them, you DM them, but you don't want to follow back? I need to know. Like, there are some people who do that. I'm just like,
I need names.
I'll tell you after the mic is off, lah. But you know,
Yeah,
I just don't get
that.
it. So yeah, if you're listening to this and you haven't followed me and we've been talking on social media, like, let me know.
Oh my God, y'all better be careful.
Do I need to block you like Chubby? But was this always in the plan? Like, were you always planning to, like, did you always just want to be like a KOL, like an influencer, or did it just come out of nowhere?
I was actually a theatre kid in high school.
Oh.
Can you see that? Like, I was an annoying theatre kid. And not the type that can sing and dance, you know. I was just like plain annoying theatre kid.
Just like to be in the spotlight.
Yeah. I feel like I've always wanted to share myself to the... That sounds weird, but you know, share my story to the world in whatever form. I really wanted to pursue acting in the first place, but in the end, because of the pandemic and all, I guess this is like also another form of acting, like performing to me lah. Because at first I did acting POVs ma, and that's how like I presented myself. But now it's like, it feels like I'm playing a character, I guess, in a way.
So would you say, like, in 2024, like the Chubby that people see online is different from the Chubby in real life?
I wouldn't say different. I feel like I try to be as genuine as I can, but sometimes online, you have to have that image that's more acceptable to everyone in public. So
Really?
yeah. Do you think I'm real? Am I real?
Okay, I feel you are very genuine. I was gonna say like the image that people accept, because I feel like you do not care whether people accept you or not. You're just like, this is me, and if you don't like it, don't watch my content. Move on, move along.
Yeah, I try to own that energy, but sometimes you care, you care about the comments.
Do you get any hate comments?
Yeah, I do actually. I feel like it's quite normal. I feel like everyone gets hate comments. But it's the internet, and if you put yourself out there, I feel like you should be ready for the risk of getting that.
How do you deal with it though? Like, does it actually get to you sometimes?
Especially if I post my talking videos, I avoid comments. Like, I just don't read. Because, my talking videos, it's like very opinion based. And everyone's going to have different opinions towards you. So I just try to skip all of that.
A lot of times your story, like the Bali one for instance, is very personal, right? It's like things that actually happen in your life. So like you don't really want people like commenting on it, I guess.
Yeah, I was quite scared like about the response towards that video. But to be honest, what else can you say to me having diarrhea? It's just diarrhea. Like, are you gonna hate on me for that?
Wait, but why were you scared of that video though?
I don't know. I was gonna be like, are people gonna get mad that it's like TMI? I mean, it is TMI, but y'all need to know, like, it was the worst diarrhea experience I've ever had.
It's educational, guys.
Yeah, it is educational. It's a PSA.
So I obviously knew you from the internet first, and I met you in public events, and then we have hung out like privately as well. I feel like you're very similar across all, like, in real life and online. The only difference I would say is in real life you are a lot more shy than you portray online.
Yeah, I get that a lot actually. I feel like the first impression for most people towards me is that I'm shy or like I'm scary, because I'm usually quiet when they first met me. Was I quiet when you first met me?
Yeah. Like, I feel like when I talk to you, especially like the first time, it's like you feel very like, oh my god, why are you talking to me? Like,
really?
do I have to like talk to people now, like talk to strangers? But like online, you're just like in the streets dancing and like, like running around with Gajan and John, for instance. So I feel like there is that kind of difference. But as to personality wise, I feel like you're exactly the same. Like, even in real life, sometimes you'll say things I'm just like,
really? Like what? Like what?
I don't want to say here, but like we were out one night and
oh, okay, I get it now. We were out one night and it was a long night.
It was a long night. But yeah, I feel like there are some people who switch on a character when they're online. I don't particularly feel like you are one of those people. Like, the confidence level goes up, but I don't know. That's what I see.
I guess that's the character I play, like a more confident me. Because
it's good.
If the camera's on, it's just you and the camera. Like, that's what I think when I film in public. It's like, you know what? Everyone else is just NPC. Like, they're not real. Like,
they're my background actors.
Yeah. It's just me and my camera now. I'll just do whatever.
I kind of love that though. Like, I want to embrace that kind of like view towards the camera. I still find it very hard. And I feel like a lot of people are the same way. Like, because it's you and your camera, but at the same time, when you put it out, it's everybody else. You know what I mean? If you say the wrong thing, or like you said, like if it's opinion based, I don't think you'll find a video of me online with an opinion based video, because I'm so scared of ruffling the wrong feathers, I guess. Do you ever think about it, like before you post a video, or you're just like, I'm just gonna post it, not look at comments, and move on with life?
That was me at first. Like, I was really scared because a lot of my videos are very unpopular opinions. But you know what? I just avoid the comments. Even in real life, even if you're not making video, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of people, or even like friends and family, that disagree with you. And I feel like putting yourself online is just a different form. Yeah. I feel like it's a challenge, really. it's crazy how you can just put 20 seconds of yourself online and people can determine the 20 years of your life, saying like having opinions towards you, your family, your growth, or whatever, just because of your 20-second opinion. But I guess that's the internet.
Have you ever had comments from your real life friends or like your family, your parents or anything? Like, do they have opinions on your videos?
I feel like they probably do, but they don't say it to my face.
Okay.
But what I think is that I hope like people around me know that, you know, content is just content. It's just kind of a way of me putting myself as a character on the internet. And it's not really me. Like sometimes the opinions I share, maybe I don't really care about that opinion that much, but it's just content, you know.
So how do you decide when to just pick up a camera and start doing like a story time? Or how do you come up with like, because obviously you're known for your like very funny content, POVs aside, like you do a lot of funny content. How do you come up with the idea and how do you decide what you want to record?
I guess I just get bursts of ideas suddenly and I just do it immediately. That's something I always do. Like if I get an idea, I just do it now. Because if you keep it, you're just going to forget about it eventually or you're going to lose that spark. But I just do it immediately if I can.
Okay. Do you have a lot of drafts? Or it's just like you're the kind of person you record it and you put it out. You don't think too much.
Yeah, I don't have drafts. Like I just record it.
What? You don't have drafts?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I have scripts though. Like I write down my thoughts and ideas. And then once I record, I just say whatever and just post it immediately. I never keep them.
What about is it a different way that you decide on like client content?
Client content? Yeah, of course there's more planning towards that if it's client content. But with talking videos it's more like impromptu, I guess.
So when it comes to a client video, do you like how much are you allowed to be yourself? I mean, we're in the same industry, right? Like, there are a lot of, like, drafts. There's a lot of, like, storyboard. There's a lot of, like, requirements.
I don't know. When I look at international creators, I feel like they get more freedom to be themselves.
I agree.
But I feel like in Malaysia, it's more like there's a standard to follow. Like, they have requirements, if you get what I mean. They want you to do it in a certain way most of the time. I hope that changes, though. Like,
I also hope it changes because I really don't understand. Like, okay, I get that you choose your KOLs based on their numbers. Like, this is facts, right? Straightforward. The conversion of how many eyeballs will see your product. I get it. But aren't you also engaging in KOLs that you enjoy their content? And if you change their content too much, what's the point? Right? Like, it just becomes like you're a mouthpiece for the information instead of being able to make something that your audience will actually enjoy.
That's true. Especially if your content is more like your personality based. Like me, it's like me putting myself out there. It's very hard when they have like guidelines for you to follow, for you to be a certain way and say certain stuff.
Have you ever had to turn down a client because of something like this?
Yeah, I do.
How do you just straightforward tell them, okay, it's because I feel like this won't work on my platform, so I feel like you should look for a different KOL, or like how do you go around it?
Usually it's my management that handles for me. But yeah, they usually know what I want when it comes to videos like that. There are some things that I just don't feel like is suitable for my platform and I'll just like pass on that. Okay.
Have you been able to work with your dream like companies or clients yet?
Yeah. I would say like there are a lot of brands that I've been very happy to work with.
Have you been able to like, okay, so you've been doing this for like professionally 2 years. Have you seen your growth? Like, are there things that you would have done previously that you're like, yeah, I won't do that anymore?
Yes, definitely. I feel like I've changed a lot. I didn't realize at first, but now looking back, I feel like there were a lot of decisions that I feel like I wouldn't do now. But I'm also glad that I took those decisions and actions back then. Because if not, like there wouldn't be the current me right now. So I'm so grateful for like every step that I've taken.
And you said you're still in uni, right?
Yeah, I am.
What are you studying?
Mass comm.
Okay. So how do your classmates feel about your quote-unquote fame?
I don't know, because when I entered, I was already doing content creation. But actually, that's how I met my boyfriend. Yeah, in campus, he came out to me to ask for a photo. Yeah, my boyfriend Paul.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
it's like Wattpad.
Girl, you know what he said? He was like, my sister watches your videos. Can I take a photo with you? Then he tagged me and posted like on his Instagram. And I was like, you know what? I don't have friends in school. Like maybe I should try talking to him. Yeah, so I was the one that like replied and like started a conversation.
Oh.
And now we're here like 2 years.
You've been together for 2 years.
Yeah.
And he also has started his content creation journey, right?
He's more of a model. Yeah, not really content creation. He's modeling. He has a shoot right now.
Oh, I see. Like you're so proud of him. You always like post his stuff.
I am. Yeah, I love him.
Aww. Young love. It's so sweet. But I like that. Did you have to make a decision on... Okay, let's be real. Online, as a girl, you have a lot of followers. Sometimes they're guys. And as soon as you post, oh, you're no longer single, the follower count drops. Did you experience that?
No, because my followers are mostly girls. So I'm glad, like, yeah, my space
That's
is very,
great
like,
news.
girl energy. But I know a lot of creators that face that problem, you know. Even guys, you know, they lose female followers once they are not single anymore. But I don't get that, though. Like, why would you, like, follow and unfollow based on their relationship status?
No, like I have a friend, she got engaged. She immediately lost like 1,000 followers. Like, it's immediate. Like the next day. It wasn't even like,
Oh my
could this be a coincidence? You know what I mean?
But that's crazy. Like, so are those people following, like, they expect, I mean, they feel like they have a chance? Is that why they follow?
I don't
Like,
get
why
it.
would you unfollow?
It's like some people ask me questions. Okay, how do I word this in a way that I won't have to cut this out? Okay, for instance, quite a few years ago, I used to like Adam Lambert.
Okay.
You know Adam Lambert,
Yeah,
right?
I do.
When he was American Idol time.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously he made some announcements.
Oh.
And yeah, a lot of people were like, huh? But why do you like him? Because
Yeah,
I was-
because of that.
and I was like, but what? You mean I would have a chance anyway? I wouldn't, right?
Uh-huh.
So what's the difference? Right? It's the same thing. He is never going to date me. I'm never going to date him no matter what he feels about who or whatever. So what? I don't understand. I like his music. And he's still cute, so...
Uh-huh. Right.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
don't
like
know.
people would follow based on, you know, the content and like whatever that interests you. But not the relationship status.
I don't know. But I'm glad to hear like it never affected you. So... Because I know that's a conversation a lot of content creators have a lot. Like, should we make the relationship public? Should we just like, you know, just never post each other and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I know a lot of creators that keep it private because of that.
it's kind of sad, but yeah, I guess it's the reality, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, like you have your friend in the studio with us.
Yes. Hi, Amanda.
Hi, Amanda. I have a question for you. Actually, you know what? Could you come up to the mic?
Come
Just
to
a
this
very quick
mic.
question. Just a very quick question.
Hi.
So, hi, Amanda.
Hi.
You have been friends with Chubby for how long?
For how long? I've met her since I was in high school. So until now, I think it's like already
Since 2014. Oh my god, it's been 10 years.
10 years. Yes, 10
Oh
years.
my
Yeah,
gosh!
it's been 10 years.
It's been a whole decade.
Yes.
So you have seen the change.
Definitely a big, big change.
What's the biggest thing that has changed for us being her friend?
Being her friend,
Yeah.
I think it's just how she faces critiques, maybe. Yeah, because I've met her since she was a really sensitive chubby and then now a confident chubby, you know? So I think, yeah.
So do you like when you're out together, right? Do you just like start talking and she'll come up with an idea and she'll suddenly be like, wait, I need to grab my phone and start doing a TikTok.
Oh my gosh, she does that every time. every single time. Especially during, when she just started up her content creation journey. Yeah, she does that a lot. And I was a little bit annoyed, but just a little bit.
Oh,
just a little bit.
The
She's
juicy
been
stuff
in my
is coming
videos
out.
though.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm normally just the one holding the camera.
So she uses you as a human tripod.
Yeah. And then she'll be like, no, I want another angle, or I want it again, something like that. Then I will just, okay, I'll do whatever she wants.
You know what? The night that I went out with Chubby, I was doing that also. I was helping her take photos. She's like, can we do it again? Can we do it again? But I was like, you know what? I do that too. So
Yeah, I did
fine.
for you.
Yeah. I feel like we always need 100 photos. And then how many times do you go back and use the first few photos?
Wait, I actually didn't post any of
You
those.
didn't?
Yeah, you did post also. The ones I took for you. Oh my god, we were there taking photos for like an hour.
You know what? You're right. I also didn't.
Yeah, but I like the photos I took for you.
I like them too. I don't know why I didn't post. But I feel like every time I get someone to take my photos, I'll be like, okay, can we do this? Oh, I don't like this angle. Don't like this angle. And it would take like 100 photos. And then when I go to post, it's literally like the first or the fifth photo.
Oh my god, yes.
I think we need to keep that in mind and not waste so much time.
Sorry
Okay.
for doing that to you.
I forgive you.
But now, see, like you were part of her journey and now she's like the Chubby, you know?
I feel very proud.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, thanks, Amanda. I'll stop putting you on the spot right now.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Chubby's face when I wanted to ask Amanda's question, she's like, oh
Oh,
no, what kind of secrets are gonna come out?
yeah.
Okay. Amanda's kind of a little bit spilled the tea about you, so now it's your turn to spill the tea. Can you tell us one thing that most people don't know about this industry?
Wait, let me think. I don't
It can be
know.
good, it can be bad.
I would say like I feel like creators are very privileged and some people don't realize that. Like they don't realize the privilege they have as someone with a platform. Yeah. I wouldn't say that's a bad thing. Is that a bad thing?
I feel like, okay, personal opinion, I feel like it's a double-edged sword. I feel like realizing that you have a privilege is good, so you don't like, take advantage of it or whatever. But being too aware sometimes is gonna mess with you. Like if you
Yeah.
are so aware of everything you're doing and everything that that will happen with a platform, I feel like that kind of stifles creativity because now you're gonna be too self-conscious.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
So I guess it's good and bad.
Mm-hmm.
But also I feel like when it comes to TikTok, especially like in Malaysia, a lot of TikTokers are very, very young. Like we have like 17-year-olds with like millions of followers. I feel like that could also go both ways as well.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of scary and it's so new that nobody really knows how to handle it. So I guess we just have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people don't know the power. I mean, not the power you hold, but what it takes to have a platform online with so many people watching you.
I feel like, okay, like we're talking about something that creators themselves don't realize. But what about someone who is not a creator? They're not on social media or they're just like watchers. They have no interest in becoming like social media creators. What do you think is one thing that you would want them to know?
I think it would be being a creator isn't as easy as it looks. I'm not saying it's like the hardest job in the world. Like as I mentioned, like it is like a very privileged position to be in. But also it's more than just like taking photos and like dressing up and like going to events. I feel like there's a lot of thought put into every single thing we do, especially when like so many people are watching us. Because I think a lot of people think like, being a creator is just what? An influencer, taking random videos at home every day. But it's like more than that. Because I know a lot of people that, you know, the effort and energy they put just to put just to record one minute video. So yeah, that's what I want people to know.
What would you say? Because, okay, these are literally things I've heard before, right? You make videos, like funny videos and story times about your life. What makes you think that you are an influencer by doing that? You know what I mean? Like, what are you influencing?
Yeah.
Have you ever had that question before? I've literally heard this question before.
Really?
Mm.
Someone asked you?
It wasn't asking me. It was asking a friend. Like, you just do funny videos. What's the influence in that?
Yeah. I get what you mean.
Mm.
Sometimes I think about that, you know, about myself also. Like, what am I giving to the world with what I have right now?
Mm.
But I don't know. Is it just entertainment value, or like if I can do much more, you know, with my platform?
But I feel like that this is something, obviously radio, and like I'm literally just on an entertainment radio, right? Like
Mhm.
I don't like talk about anything of importance,
Mm-hmm.
quote unquote. But like I feel like there is value in entertainment, right? And I don't know, like as the world is changing, do you feel like being an entertainer is not enough? Like, do we need to be doing serious stuff, or should we let the serious stuff stay with the people who actually know what they're talking about?
Oh my god. I feel like there's no one answer to this.
Mm.
You know? I feel we will always need people or like things that's purely entertainment. Like you can never, like, it's hard to mix both sides together.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes you'll just have to have those that's just purely for entertainment. But of course, I think it's very important to, you know, use your platform
Mm.
and not just always be entertainment.
Because, okay, I feel, this is me playing devil's advocate, right? I literally just thought about this. We don't expect someone who does informative videos or educational like content
Mm-hmm.
to suddenly be entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
So is it fair to expect entertaining
Mm-hmm.
creators to suddenly be informative? Giving the hard questions that literally just came to my head, there's probably not a good answer for this.
You know what? You kind of make sense now that I think of it.
Right? I feel like
Uh-huh.
a lot of times there's a lot of expectations and pressure,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't always feel like it's fair in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't expect, I don't know, teachers to suddenly go and do some other job, for instance, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or we don't expect someone who is selling coffee to suddenly know how to cook.
I think the thing with social media is that people always project themselves onto whoever they're watching. So I guess like
Good point.
that's what happens when you put a lot of expectations on people you watch every day that's usually entertaining, and maybe you expect something from them.
Mm.
But, you know, personally what I do is like, I feel like it's more of my own responsibility to get information or like, you know, educate myself on like certain topics.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wouldn't expect for other people to be educating me on it. Like, that's what I think. But maybe the general audience might have like different expectations towards what they usually consume.
Yeah, I feel like a way to do it is probably like we can personally like diversify what we watch instead of expecting one creator to give us everything we need, right?
Mm-hmm. Because when it comes to information, like I know where to get mine. Like I know which sources I trust. Like I wouldn't just be like expecting, you know, every person that I follow like is like providing me with the information that I'm looking for. So I guess that's why people should manage their expectations when it comes to content. Like other than just like serious information or whatever it is, it's like you are responsible for the own content you consume.
Damn. That went deep all of a sudden.
Okay. I didn't expect this.
Same. It was just something that pops into my head while we were talking, and I feel like, yeah. I mean, obviously we are capable of like having deep thoughts and like nuanced thinking, but maybe those things sometimes we just don't want to put online because it is scary, right? To like talk about things that you are not expert on sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
Mm. But turning on to something that I feel like you are an expert on, you're also very known for your fashion.
Oh, I am, I guess.
You literally just did a makeup workshop.
Oh no, I'm doing it.
Oh, it hasn't happened yet?
It's this Saturday.
Oh.
Mm.
Wait, what did I see? I saw a story about something.
I think I posted the posters. Like I was like
Okay.
introducing it.
That's your first time you're gonna be actually like
Yeah.
teaching or giving tips and stuff?
I am, but I mean, there's gonna be a professional artist there, but I'm just gonna be there hosting, I guess. Exciting!
So you're excited? Are you nervous?
I am, because I'm gonna be meeting some of my followers for the first time, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. So how did you discover like your look? Was it a lot of experimenting or?
Yeah, there was a lot of experimenting. I feel like I've always liked colors. And, I slowly started to try new pieces. And now that I have like the ability to, buy more of the stuff that I want, I guess that's when I really feel more like myself when it comes to my style. And that's when I know, this is me. Like, this is how I want the world to see me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not even wearing color right now. I'm like in brown.
Usually you are like super colorful though. Like when you went to Japan.
Oh.
I was like watching. I was like, whoa! She went all out for this trip.
Oh my god! Of course, it's Japan.
So, do you feel like were you always comfortable in your skin to do that, or like did you usually tone it down for a while and then now only?
I feel like I've always been comfortable with what I wear, cause to me it's like, it's my body. Like, it's how I want to portray myself, and like whatever opinion you have. I mean, you're entitled to your own opinion, but you can't really like do it, make me want to change like how I want to express myself,
So you've always been like, even in high school, you were like the colorful.
I feel like I didn't really have style back then, to be honest. Like maybe just in recent years. Back then I was
like we were all like.
Yeah, I was quite lame back then. Amanda can confirm this. I was not attractive.
I find that hard to believe, but I also know like when I think back to when I was in high school, I feel the same way. So I feel like we all just go through that journey.
Yeah, we were all losers once.
So what is the ultimate dream? Okay, like let's bring it back to like the content part, and like the journey has been long. Well, 2 years, but I'm sure it feels longer than it is. It's been a difficult journey, but what's the ultimate dream? Like, what is it that you want to get from this? Let's manifest it.
I feel like I want to venture more into fashion, but I also feel like this will always be an ongoing journey. Like there's no end point to it. So I'll just do what I can right now and see where it takes me. Like that's what I've always believed in. Because since the start, I never really planned, what direction I'm going to take. And eventually you always find your way. That's what I believe in.
When you say you want to venture more into fashion, like in the future, could we like expect a fashion label or a fashion collection maybe?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, that's a dream. Like, I would say that's something I really hope to see myself achieve. But you know what? I'm not sure. I'm not gonna confirm anything. But yeah, I hope.
Okay, and like right now, your bigger platform is TikTok, right?
Yeah, it is. But I don't know. I don't know about TikTok right now. I feel like I'm putting more effort in Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're planning on like
building more of my Instagram.
So right now, what are your numbers?
My TikTok is like 250.
Okay.
And my Instagram is 60K, I think.
Do you ever put like goals for yourself? Like, oh, by the end of this year, I want to like hit this many followers. Or
Yeah, I've been setting goals since last year, and I don't think I've been achieving them, unfortunately.
it's okay, we've all been there.
It's hard. It's hard.
It's a difficult space to
Yeah, it is.
grow at the moment.
You never expect. Yeah, you can't have expectations, I guess, with the
Mm.
algorithm.
True, but if I'm correct, we're about time to have a different algorithm now. Like, I feel like every few months they just switch it up. So
Yeah, they do.
hopefully it'll work out in our favor.
Yeah, it's always a gamble.
It is. But I mean, you've been doing well so far. I don't see that stopping anytime soon because like
Mm-hmm.
you are one of the few people who always show up on my like whether it's Instagram or TikTok. Actually, you always show up on my page.
Really? Maybe
Yeah.
you're really into me talking. Like you're always
Yeah, I'm
like,
a huge fan of Chubby guys.
yeah. And my Bali story time.
No, but I think that's it though. Like, I really enjoy your story times because I
Really?
have short attention span, but like your stories, the way you tell the stories are very
Uh-huh.
captivating.
Mhm.
Like, I don't be like, "Ah, you know, I can't be bothered. I need to know what happened next, you know?
Really?
So I feel like you are an amazing storyteller.
Oh my god. You know what? That's why I strive to be a good storyteller.
I think you're doing like unbiased. I know like we're friends and everything, but
Uh-huh.
unbiased, like, I feel like you're an amazing storyteller. I feel like the way you film things, the way you curate your content is like amazing. It's so creative. It's so different.
Oh my god.
You always stand out like with
Uh-huh.
your fashion and your makeup and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And just I feel like your confidence really shines through the screen.
Oh my, I'm gonna cry. Why are you complimenting me so much all of a sudden?
It's how I feel.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I
Thank
feel
you.
like you are someone that if anyone's looking to go into content creation, I feel like your
Mhm.
content is what they should be looking at.
Oh my wait, that's such a big compliment.
It's
Thank you.
true. So I guess before we end, do you have any advice for someone who wants to be a content creator?
Don't be yourself.
That is the opposite of what
Yeah.
everybody has said. Why?
I feel like back then I would say be yourself, but right now I would say be someone that you want to show. Like show what the world show the world what you want them to see. Yeah. I feel like that works better than being yourself. Cause to be honest, sometimes the real you isn't that interesting. Like I would say like the real me is very shy and insecure. But the one I put on camera is like what I expect people to see from me.
It's like your alter ego.
Yeah, it is.
It's like
Well, it's like Beyonce.
I was just gonna say that Sasha Fierce. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? If it works for Beyonce,
Yeah. you need to find your own Sasha Fierce.
you know what?
And keep
yeah.
yourself to yourself. Like protect your real energy, but put whatever fabricated self you have online. Like the best version.
How important do you think the people around you are for the journey?
Very important.
Did you always start with like supportive people?
Yeah, I feel like all my friends, like Amanda here, are very supportive. Yeah, I'm very grateful for that, for my all the friends that have been with me since I first started.
Okay. And your family is supportive as well?
Yeah, my I mean, you know, Asian parents, they weren't at first, but now, because of the money, of course they are.
Asian parents are always like that, right? Like okay, once they see success, they're like,
Yeah.
okay lah.
At first, my mom was like, you know what, just focus on your studies. Like, just focus. Like, why are you doing all this? But now she's like,
But I think one good thing is with all your success, you're still continuing your studies. Oh no.
I'm trying my best. I am.
But you've never thought about just like, because I think this was a topic we did a while ago, like a lot of kids, because SPM results just came out.
Yeah.
And apparently like a lot of people didn't even go and collect the results
Oh my
because
God.
they want to be influencers.
No, guys, don't do that. Study.
Yeah.
I think studying is not like why studying is important is not why studying is important is not what you're learning, but more like your attitude towards it. Like if you cannot be if you cannot focus on this important aspect of your life, then how are you gonna do other stuff? I feel like that's why people say studying is important. It's like no, it's not like people are gonna be like, what am I gonna use all this info for? Like, what is math gonna like? What are all these math equations gonna help with me in the future? But it's more like if you cannot put effort in something that's important in this stage of your life, then you're not gonna really succeed in anything else. So just work hard with what you are supposed to do right now, which is studying for most, young people.
And I feel like you are the good example. Like, you can do your content creation while studying. So
Yeah. I've been
it's
passing.
difficult. I know it's difficult.
I've never failed so far. So I mean, I'm ending already. It's like my FIP.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I agree. I agree. Like, studying is really. Also, I just feel like, as someone who at the time did not get to go to like uni, like things happen. It's something that I feel I missed out on. I don't particularly, like you said, I don't particularly feel like I missed out on the education side per se. Like, I don't think I could have learned anything that I would use right now in my life, in my career. But there's definitely soft skills that you learn in uni, and like the friends that you make in uni. And it's just something that I feel like if I could, I wish I could have gone at that time. Yeah, so stay in school, kids.
Yeah, stay in school.
So before I let you go, Chabi, where can people find you?
Okay, you can find me on Instagram. It's Cabibibi, Cabibibi. And then on TikTok, I'm Cheesesus.
I feel like we need a story behind this. Why?
I just like cheese.
Oh, same.
I can't really change it anymore because someone took Cabibibi. Yeah.
The audacity.
Yeah, whoever it is. But yeah, you can find me on TikTok, Cheesesus.
Okay. Well, go and check out her content and give her a follow. I promise you will not regret it. And thank you so much for coming on the podcast, Chabi.
Thank you, Callista.